What's up, guys? Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My goal is to help inspire you to make the changes in your daily habits that allow you to walk, talk, and breathe like a champion. Subscribe below so you guys don't miss any of the content. You're only one small change away from creating all the success that you deserve. Being a champion's a choice. The rest is up to you. I'll see you guys soon. What's up, guys? I just got here in Las Vegas, and today I really want to talk about the difference between obstacles and opportunities. There's so many of us, especially in a time right now, that are stuck on the fact that things have changed. There's so many obstacles, there's so many hardships, things don't make sense, and we cannot find the opportunity that's lying right in front of us. Especially in the fight game right now, there really are no fights anywhere. One of the things that I've been trying to do over the last several months is trying to figure out, where are the opportunities? How can we turn this into a positive? And the answer was not only right in front of me, it really was something that opened my mind to so many other different things that are possible. For example, my schedule right now is already back to being the way it was in 2019 before we hit this pandemic in 2020. And we see these things in front of us, and yes, there are hardships that are right there. But for those of us that need to be able to advance our careers, I've got tons of athletes, pros and amateurs, that are trying to find ways that I need to get a fight, and everybody's thinking just inside the box. So what we started doing is, I started reaching out to every single promotion throughout the country, and I'm asking, hey guys, do you guys have any events coming up? Do you have fights coming up? And there was a lot of silence. Shows stopped, weren't even responding. I mean, we're a California guy trying to ask about a show in Florida or a show in South Carolina or a show in India. And then all of a sudden I started getting emails back. I started getting things back. And then we finally booked one of our guys in Florida. And they were like, hey, yeah, we'll book one of your pros, but you guys are gonna have to cover the costs. So I went back to our team and we said, hey guys, look, here's the deal. We can get you a fight, but the caveat is you have to pay your own way. So we talked amongst our group, and we said, hey, look, here's what we're going to do. Instead of buying a ticket to this athlete's fight at a local event, let's all pitch in. We are going to buy a ticket to his fight in Florida, and that way we're all contributing to his ability to get out to that venue and continue his career. And when we realized that this was going to be a great thing to do, this became a thing that we're doing now. So now our guy went out to Florida. Not only did he go out and fight in Florida, he got an experience that was outside of his local area, which is a whole new, beautiful thing to add into your game. I mean, me personally, I've been fighting for so long that, to me, the most amazing part about fighting is not just the fighting, it's the experiences that come with it. And so now we get an athlete for his professional debut, gets to travel, gets to get outside of this bubble and really encompass this lifestyle that really is fighting. It's not just about going and getting a fight and then going to work the next day. I mean, there's a whole nother element to it when you get to travel around the country, especially if you've never even traveled before. Now you're doing new experiences, you're meeting new people, you're going to new places, and now you're going to another part of the country to fight. I mean, that's an incredible opportunity, especially if you're able to get the right people amongst your inner group and help support that cause for you to get there, because then when it comes up to them, you're going to do the same thing. For example, that was one fight out in Florida. Now we've got one of our amateurs that this weekend, I'm here in Las Vegas for Pedro Munoz at the UFC Fight Night against Jimmy Rivera. I'm not going to be able to go, but we did the same thing. We've got one of our amateurs, Shane Collins, who's going to be going to Indiana, and he's going to fight this coming weekend. The funny thing about that fight, here's another opportunity that came up. That fight was originally set up for a different one of our athletes. So we booked one of our athletes on that show, and I said, hey, we'll cover all the costs for this guy. But when we come out there, can we get a second guy on the card? And they said, well, we can get a second guy, but you're going to have to cover the costs on that also. I said, no problem. We'll do that. And then the promotion came back and said, well, we had a dropout. Well, your 135er, take this other fight. It's not the one that we originally set up. It was another fight, but we will cover the cost of the airfare if you guys take this new fight. And we're like, fantastic. That saves us money. So then we're like, cool. We're only paying for one flight. We got two guys on the card. As the event got closer, then the promotion said, man, you know what? I hate to do this. That opponent is out. So we are no longer able to facilitate that athlete on the card. We'll try to find somebody else, but it's going to be tough on short notice. If you guys want to stay on the event, we will transfer that same offer of covering the expenses for your other athlete. And we're like, awesome. I mean, that doesn't get any better than that. So now my athlete who was not even the original offer is still going to Indiana, and now he's getting all of his flights and hotels and everything taken care of, all because we took on the opportunity that was presented in front of us. And I'm not saying that you're going to get everything covered and paid for. That's not what this is about. This is about the opportunities that are there if you are willing to step outside of your box and look for different things. Because if you just wait and wait and wait, you're going to be waiting forever, and then everything's going to advance without you. You have to learn to be creative, and you have to learn how to invest in yourself and invest in those around you. So we've got that going on. We've got a big fight coming up for one of our pros in March. We have big fights in April. And then we also have more of our guys that we're sending out now to South Carolina. We have a roster of guys. So far, we have 3 guys on that card in South Carolina. I think we're going to try to expand that to 4 or 5. Again, this is not that we're going out there and, we're going to go get paid. We're going into hostile territory, and we are probably expecting to be the underdog by their standards. And yet we are paying for our guys to get out there. Why? Because it's the opportunity in front of us. We are not going to sit around, and we are not going to wait for California to open up for us to be able to say, okay, now we can get on these shows. We need to advance these kids' careers. We need to take the opportunities that's going to present more and more things as we go out there and do this. We have to continuously keep thinking outside of the box. It's the only way that we grow. It's the only way that we can see that there's potentially great things out there, because we cannot sit here and wait. If you sit here and wait, you're just waiting on other people to tell you when you can succeed. That's not it, especially in fighting. You have to go out and get it. And that's the big difference between obstacles and opportunities. Most of the time, an obstacle that's presented in front of you just means that you have to figure out a way to find the opportunity in the obstacle. That is the only difference between the two. You have to be willing to go out there and search for it and put in the work and find the way to make it an opportunity. But the reality is, if you make that obstacle a true obstacle and you give up, that was on you. That had nothing else to do with you and your unwillingness to want to go further than what was right in front of you. If you think bigger, if you think broader, and if you get outside of your comfort zone, you're going to find ways to keep moving forward on the things that you want to achieve. But you have to be willing to see the opportunity, because nobody is going to go out there and get it for you. It's up to you and you alone. So make the best of it and go get what is yours. Go get what you deserve and make the champion that you are come out and succeed every single day if you keep going through those obstacles and turn them to opportunities. Remember this. Being a champion is a choice. You have to wake up every single day and find the opportunity for you to become the champion that you are designed to be. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like this episode, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, share it with your friends, and follow us across the social media platforms. Remember, live life as a champion.